obviously that was a hard-fought ball game. Our kids played their tails off. In short, I think we're getting better. We're better than when we got here. We're better than we were last week. We're better than we were the week before. We played a really good football team tonight and had our chances. I take my hat off to Central Florida, their coaches and their players. We made too many mistakes to beat a quality program.
It's hard to give any team extra possessions and make those type of mistakes. When you have a team of that caliber and you do it, it's almost impossible to do.
Yep. I mean, that's it. I mean, you don't get it in on the goal line, you fumble the ball, on a big play, on a third down conversion or whatever it was. It's hard to beat quality people doing things like that. And we've just got to understand, we're playing hard. At times we're playing really good football. Our margin for error is small, and we know that. In order for us to pull things like that off, we don't have to be perfect, but we can't have those things.
It seemed like the game really turned after you get the fake punt for the first down. You go for it, it gets picked off, and then they come right back down and score.
Well, yeah, I mean, we fake the punt, and they do a great job executing it, and then we throw the ball down the field. You figure the worst thing that's going to happen is 2nd and 10. Just throwing a go ball versus quarters coverage, it should be no big deal. And it gets intercepted, and then it also gets intercepted and run back however far it was, 40-some-odd yards or whatever. That was rough. We had a hard time getting over that, which made it tough. I mean, that was a big swing. That was a big play by them. Not a good job by us getting the guy on the ground after he intercepted it. And, it was a big swing. As big a swing as the fake punt could have been for us, that play ended up being that biggest swing for them.
It looked like there was a shove in the back. Was there any talk on the sideline? Was that the source of consternation that it looked like a flag could have been dropped on that play?
On the interception? I don't know. It's when you're in the middle of the game, you see some things that you think that everybody should see, and then sometimes other people see things that you really didn't see. So I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. A lot of times I'm trying to see where the safety rotated or something away from the ball. So we talked about the ball being outside and Rucker ending up inside, which doesn't usually happen very often. And exactly how it got to that, I'm not positive.
The goal line package with Cross. I don't know. Have we seen him run the ball before tonight?
Well, we have that package. We've practiced it since the first day we've been here, and we just haven't been on the goal line very much, to be honest with you. We have about 6 plays we run out of it every single week. We've only had that we've only used the package probably 3 or 4 snaps going into today's game for the entire season. We just haven't been on, quite honestly, been on the goal line that much. So it's something we practice every single day. We've done 8 million times. I would call it, it's the right thing, and I don't know.
Was it challenging maybe that first run was close?
I did, and I think that our officials do a pretty good job when things are close of trying to slow it down to give the guys upstairs enough time to kind of look at it. It's kind of I really appreciate the way that the conference has gone about officiating things like that. So, yes, I thought about it, but, you can't see anything from over there. I mean, it's just a wad of people.
The ground game is obviously working. Conversely, you weren't throwing it for a lot of yardage. Why aren't you able to get the ball down the field as
well as you were? Yeah, I don't know. They played basic – well, I do know. They played basically base defense. Basically keep everything in front of them and tried to hold up in that regard, which we knew that they probably would do because they're pretty darn good. And then, then they started to mix up some field blitz and some boundary blitz and that kind of stuff. And, we just we tried a couple of them early and couldn't get to them because they were so soft. They really played over the top well today.
Talk about the long runs there that they're back at for, and just what happened on one, I guess the run from scrimmage for about 50 yards.
Well, the one there on our sidelines, they moved in the receiver, and the corner got squeezed in, and the safety wasn't there for the replace. And, we got those things, kind of our fits figured out after that. And, but, you give a guy a crease on, when the receiver, one of two things, the safety's got to be there or the corner's got to be there, one of two. And, we were in press there into the boundary, which they kind of went 2 for 1 into the boundary. And it hurt us. So we got it fixed after that.
Coach, are you happy with what you're getting out of Jacob, and have you at any point considered making a change?
No. Jake has got to continue to make the average play, and that's the thing that we preach to him all the time. It's not spectacular. It's just ho-hum. We need him more consistent on the average play. I think we'll continue to work Eric in there. Quite honestly, I've been asked quite often about Paxton, and we're going to try everything we can to redshirt him. We've kind of reached a point in the season. Now, obviously, that's not set in stone. Several things could happen where we would need to go there, but we'll continue to work Eric and Jake and roll them in there.
I guess the running of Jai in terms of all-season long, this looked like.
Yeah, I thought Jai and Brandon Hayes really ran hard tonight. And, Jai, came to us and, got hurt almost immediately in camp. And it's just taken a little time to get him, in the groove. And I can't say enough about Brandon Hayes and just his work ethic, toughness, character, dedication. Just works his tail off every day. And I was pleased to watch him. I told the team afterwards, I'm pleased to have you here because you represented us well today and did a darn good job.
Do you know anything about Jai's injury?
I do not. No.
Or Rucker or Fallon, you had a lot of guys limping on. They looked okay.
I don't know. I'll know more later, but I have no idea.
Justin, maybe it's just me, but it seems like with each passing week, this team defensively, and there's busts like we saw in a couple of those long runs, but physically, the hits are they're more vicious, they're tackling better, maybe it's me, I don't know if you guys.
Well, I think we're doing I think two things have happened, maybe even three. One, I think we struggled in the perimeter game early in the season. All the bubble screens and the key screens, and I think our defensive staff has done a great job. We went out and really emphasized that in the bye week, and I think we made large strides there in playing the perimeter game more physical at corner and at safety and outside linebacker. And I think you can definitely see that. I think you see our guys believing in what we're doing, playing more physical and knocking people backwards at times. Not all the time. It's not always like that. But, and the other thing is tonight we could at least keep them somewhat fresh. Now, we didn't mow them down, obviously, offensively, but we had the opportunity for them to at least have some spring. They weren't out there grinding it out for 110 snaps or whatever. I think those things combined have led to them playing more physical, which is what you want. You want those guys, when they make contact, it to go that way. And, I agree. I think they are developing a little more of that workman-like physical mentality. And it helps, too, when you're in the right spot. I mean, I know that's kind of oversimplifying things, but a lot of times when guys are in the right spot and under control, they have the opportunity to deliver balls instead of just hanging on for dear life.
Besides the L, because obviously you're not happy about that, and without having seen film, what is your general impression of how you feel about your team right now?
I think our guys played their tail off. I think they did. Stats or whatever. From an emotional level, from a physicality, from both sides of the ball, I thought we played, obviously not good enough to win, but I think we played well. We played hard, I should say that, instead of well. I mean, I think the kids really came out and tried to go win the ball game. And, you know, I'm not going to take away anything from UCF and what they did, but, you know, we had opportunities. We had opportunities. We gave ourselves a chance, and we just couldn't stand prosperity there sometimes.